Welcome to the Movie Preview Review, where we review movies based on only watching their previews.
Today, we're going to react, review, and then riff off of the actual movie we saw weeks before it actually gets released.
Yeah!
Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindlewald.
This is technically an actual review.
This is a movie review. We haven't done this since Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, that intro was just muscle memory. Because we just did that and I was like, that's not what we're doing at all right now.
Nope.
I was like, we're actually doing a thing we always say we're going to do and then we don't. But now we're gonna.
So this is what happened. This is how, guys, you're probably asking, well, wait a second. How did you already see this movie? It doesn't come out until next week.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. You know, sometimes, you know, you just being cool, just doing J stuff.
Wow.
And you get an email, you know.
We got in touch with somebody from Warner Brothers, reached out to us and said, hey, you guys, we like your content. Do you want to come see Fantastic Beasts early? Adam Lash? Sure. I said,
they also said Jay Schmidt as well.
They said, do you want to bring somebody as a plus one? I
said, sure.
How
dare you?
His name is Jay Schmidt.
How dare you? That is kind of what happened. I mean, technically, his name is on the thing, and I had to be the plus one.
Jay's name was not on the press list.
And you just had to make me look uncool. I was really trying to pull it off.
Yeah.
And you just threw me under the
just a wrench right to the
uncool
knees.
bus. Oh man, yeah. Okay, but we saw it early.
So we saw it early. We're not going to do any spoilers in this review at all.
This one is #spoiler free.
Because when we got
I'm assuming you'll edit in it.
We'll do a thing. I don't know what it is, but I'll edit a thing.
I'm just a plus one. I would edit it in if I wasn't the plus one.
They were very big on protecting the secrets of this movie.
Yes.
Much like they do with the play. #protect the secrets. So there's no spoilers whatsoever in this review. This is just what we thought of the movie. We're gonna do another video, a spoiler review that comes out next week when the movie actually comes out. So, because there is stuff to be talked about in the movie.
Oh, guys. And there's a lot to talk about.
And we'll get to that in the next video that comes out next week.
So this is just going to be, it's the Diet Coke version of what we're going to have next week's video.
Mostly satisfying.
Basically what we're saying is, just tune in next week.
No! This is also going to be a good review to see if you were kind of on the fence, if you wanted to see this movie. So Jay, how about you go first? What did you think of this movie?
I thought it was a very good, if you are a fan of the Harry Potter universe, it expands the Harry Potter universe in an excellent way. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of cool fun stuff, a lot of fun spells, and we get what we're supposed to get out of these movies, and what we wanted out of them originally was, it's just adult Harry Potter. It's just like wizards and warlocks just being adults and living adult lives in a magical world. Yeah, it's a period piece, so there's parts of that, but also it's just kind of like, yeah, I wonder what a day-to-day would be like in a magical world. And we get that in space. There are some cool monsters. There's some serious Pokemon. There's a water and leaf type. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's a fire flying type. That's pretty cool. I would assume it's also flying. I mean, we can argue about that later.
It kind of flew, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of flies.
And that was, it was in the trailer, so that's not a spoiler.
Yeah. There are some dark types. There are a lot of fun Pokemon in this movie. Now, that being said, it is a very good Wizarding World movie.
Yes. Here comes that.
Is it a good movie? Sorta. It's my biggest issue with the first movie. Too many characters. How do they remedy that? They added more characters. There's more of them. There's so many people to keep track of. It's like, wait, who is that again? Who is that again? I don't remember who that is. Oh, here we get 20 minutes of their backstory for no reason? Great. Awesome. This movie's already too long.
And the movie is only about 2 hours long. I liked the movie, but it also felt very long.
Yeah.
It felt
long, but it's not that long.
Yeah. Not like the Avengers was like 2.5 hours. It's like, it's 2.5 hours?
We're like, we're not done yet?
Wow. There's still more? Okay, let's do it. Woo, here we go.
Yeah, it clips along.
I very much enjoyed this film.
Yeah.
Like Jay said, like this is the best Harry Potter film to Harry Potter because no angst, no teen angst, no silly Voldemort and his silly plots and plans that revolve around the schedule of Hogwarts. Mm-hmm. This is real stakes going on. There are bad guys. There are good guys. Things are happening. Like from Jump Street, like from the first thing, like holy crap, it's on, it's straight on.
Yeah, like compared to the first movie, like it's pretty clear what's happening and what needs to be done.
Yes.
Like there are stakes, whereas the first one was kind of like, there's a boy and he's kind of a demon and we're not sure, and then there's this other lady and it's really not that big of a deal at the end, and then I guess there's Johnny Depp. Whoops.
Who's Johnny Depp again? Oh, that's what? Why did we went through all that just to get to Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
Why do we do all that just for Johnny Depp?
I'm just going to say this, and I know he's problematic in a lot of different ways. Mm-hmm. Johnny Depp is very good in this movie. He's very good.
Yeah, he really is.
Grindelwald has to be awesome, and he's awesome. I won't get into spoilers, but there are some beats and notes that this character needs to nail in this movie that he absolutely knocks out of the park.
I wasn't a big fan of the first film because it just kind of felt like, oh, there are monsters in New York and they're raising hell and we got to capture these beasts, and then all of a sudden there's this whole subplot of like Grindelwald's missing and he was one of the good guys the whole time. I was like that. I feel like they need to the monster should have been the B and Grindelwald should have been the A.
When it's weird that they make Grindelwald a subplot if that's how they're going to continue the movies.
And in this film, Grindelwald is the A, B, and B.5 storyline.
B.5.
I didn't want to say like...
No, I love it, dude. No, that's spectacular.
B.5.
A.25. Yeah, because the A's are the numbers and the smaller like the fractions are the numbers. I like that. That's good.
This movie is exactly what I wanted the first one to be.
Yeah.
Which is, I heard there was going to be 5 movies in the Fantastic Beasts, little storyline.
I gotta be honest, every time someone says there's going to be 5 of them, my heart just kind of almost stops a little bit. I go, why? Why?
And after the first one, I was wondering, how in God's name are they going to be able to fill 5 movies with the storyline they presented here in this first movie?
Oh, totally.
Now come to the second film, and it's the movie the first film should have been, because it's...
Yeah.
There's a lot of setup, but also a lot of action and stuff happens that really moves the plot forward of like, oh, wow, no, there's some serious stuff going on. The stakes are super high.
That's a good point, Lashley. I never thought about that.
Now I feel like...
They can fill 5
this could
movies.
go on for another 3 movies. I wouldn't mind this. This is pretty big.
It almost makes me mad that we had to sit through the first one.
Yes. Yes, exactly. And not giving anything away, but the first part of this movie is kind of recontextualizing the first film into the larger narrative we now find ourselves in.
Oh, totally.
Which is that they really needed to do that.
Yeah, I think
they're
retconning a little.
A little bit, yes, but I think they did a very good job of it.
Sure.
I really wished that when they wrote the first film, they had this in mind, so it didn't need to, take the time or the few lines of dialogue it took to do that.
The few lines of dialogue it took to do that.
Oh
man, this movie has a lot of chit chat.
Yeah, well,
so much chit chat.
There's a lot of talking, but ultimately, the best part about this movie is that Grindelwald is the main part of the film. The beasts are more like they're very much more like Pokemon. In that, yes, their Fantastic Beasts are a part of this film, and they're like in the storyline, but it's not like they are not the point of the story.
They help assist. They're there for flavor.
Yes.
Use cut! And that's how he gets into the second gym in this movie.
Yep, pretty much. So there's sometimes obstacles, or they jump it out of the way of like, oh, I see. Okay, yes, it makes sense that we would go after this thing because it just escaped from XYZ, so we kind of have to. Okay, and it's resolved quickly, and the plot continues. There's no giant fight with, that snake hippopotamus thing on the ice in Central Park?
Yeah.
None of that. It's all very contained and moves the story forward, which is what the first movie was really, really missing. Which really makes this one so much better than the first one.
And I'm just saying, you guys, really, if you're walking away from this movie, with anything, or this spoiler-free trailer. We saw it in the trailer, and it lived up to the hype. Jude Law as Dumbledore.
Ooh! Damn!
Guy knows how to wear a suit. First of all, like he wears that suit. Like it looks like he took a bath in it, but like not like he's wet, but just like that suit's just it just fits you, man. That's like you were born in that suit, and it looks comfortable in it. You know, like sometimes people wear a suit and it's like you look uncomfortable, but he just like puts on a suit and you're like, ooh, yeah, it breathes. You know, ooh, feel it. Second of all, his beard has got just the right amount of salt and pepper, just the right amount. It's just, just want a great Parmesan cheese on that thing. Sexy, Dumbles, digging it. Good job, Jude.
Jude Law is fantastic in this movie. Dumbledore is a really good, obviously he's a really good character, but he is
Third of all, he's got that swagger. He's got that Dumbledore swagger. He
knows
he's the best wizard. Like, you know, he has that glint in his eye where he's like, you know he's good at magic. You know? Like, you gotta, that's the thing in these movies is that certain people, I'm like, I don't believe they can actually do magic. You look at Jude Law and you're like, dude, that dude, magically, that dude, BDE. You know what I'm saying? He's got big magic energy. BME.
BME, yeah.
Big magic energy. It's good. It's real good.
He's
my favorite part of the movie.
He really is. He's really, really, really good in this
sassy.
movie.
Oh, so good.
Okay, so what we didn't like about this movie. All the characters from the first movie are in this film, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
They don't add anything to this film. I mean, the guy who was in the Spelling Bee play musical.
Dan Fogler. Yeah, I love Dan Fogler.
He's great. He's very
funny. All
funny.
of his notes, he's funny at every point.
He's very good at this.
Yeah.
But, like, he truly didn't need to be there.
No,
Oh, you think... No? Yes?
No, you gotta keep him, because he's like the heart and soul. They should have just written his stuff better, I think.
Okay.
There was a lot of other side characters that they do things that I don't understand why they do them. But they didn't spend enough time with them to really make any of their choices justifiable. And the large crux of a lot of the plot happens to characters they've added in now that we had to meet. And I was like, why are we meeting new people? We already had enough people. I don't know.
Yes. There's a lot of characters. Well, I mean, if you've seen the poster of this movie, there's like 12 people on the poster. And Grindelwald's back. There's a lot of people in this movie. And they keep jumping around to everyone's subplots pretty quickly. So the amount of characters in this movie could have been pared down a lot.
Yeah.
And it probably would have helped out the narrative of this story. Looking forward a little bit, I think I understand why there were so many characters in this movie. Only so the emotional attachments that at least were started in the first movie can kind of continue on as things go further and the stakes keep raising even more and people get put in situations where like, oh no, it sucks for multiple reasons because someone you care about is now in danger plus, you know, the world. Yeah. So I kind of understand it, but at the same time, it really made this movie feel a little bloated because there's a lot of people in this movie. There's so many people.
I think that the story they're telling as a whole is interesting.
Very interesting, yeah.
It's just some of the ways they're going about it I'm not totally digging.
Yes.
You know?
So, I mean, it's a much better telling of the story than the first movie. I think it's going to get better in the next movie. But this is a much more... I mean, because Grindelwald is very much Voldemort-esque. I mean, Voldemort is Grindelwald, 2.0.
Yeah.
So, they have similar wants and desires. It just seems like this time we're actually seeing the beginnings, more closely the beginnings, of Grindelwald being like, hey, wizards, who hates humans? Oh, we do great, let's just take over. Instead of Voldemort's like, I tried this once, and now I'm back, so let's do it again. It's a little bit more interesting seeing the beginning of it.
Second verse, same as the first. Bum, 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 bum. Kill muggles. Kill them good.
So, yeah. Overall, for me, I really enjoyed this movie a lot more than the first one. Yeah, it's not perfect. It's a little slow in parts, and there's a lot of people in parts. But ultimately, this is the Harry Potter film I've always wanted, because it's just there's no teenage angst, there's no oh no I'm so emotional and crazy. It's like no adults going about adult business, and it almost felt like a Harry Potter spy movie.
Kinda, yeah.
Almost.
Sure.
But I was like, yeah, oh my god, this universe can do all sorts of cool stuff.
Yeah.
And maybe we should do that in the future.
And he liked it more than I did.
Yeah.
And we'll get into that next week when we have spoilers.
Yeah. We'll get into that.
Because I have a lot of issues, but they're all really, really specific. Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry ahead of time.
It's okay. But for me, absolutely go see this movie. You're a Harry Potter fan, you'll really enjoy this film.
You're gonna go. I was glad that I saw it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. And we're also very happy that Warner Brothers reached out to us.
Thank you so much.
And letting us go see the movie.
It was really fun.
It was really cool.
We got to sit in the cool big seats.
Mm-hmm.
I ate a popcorn. I tried to get Adam to eat some popcorn, but he didn't want popcorn.
Because I brought a sandwich.
You brought a sandwich?
I brought a sandwich.
I didn't know that.
I ate it while you were getting popcorn.
Oh,
I was hungry. So
you could have had some of my popcorn.
I know I could have, but I was full. Sorry, buddy. You'll probably really enjoy this film. Yeah, absolutely go see it. And when you do see it, come back and watch our spoiler, because there's stuff we need to talk about.
We need to talk about. It's kind of just, it's trying to shake its way out of me right now, and I won't let it. No.
So until then, guys, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.